We've all heard of post-traumatic stress, that feeling of anxiety and dysphoria that can stick around long after a scary event has passed. But did you know that there is a flip side to this coin? So many of us go through difficult periods in our lives, whether it as something big like the death of a loved one or something smaller like a serious illness. But while these events can cause a lot of pain, researchers have found that they can also lead to some surprising benefits. Relationships with others, self-knowledge and self-esteem, sense of personal strength and resilience, and a greater appreciation for life. When we go through a traumatic event, it can be easy to focus on the negative, but with time and reflection, it is possible, and the benefits are definitely worth it. Why did this happen to me? What a horrible thing to go through. One is simply by being aware of the phenomenon and looking out for the warning signs of PTSD. With some time and effort, you can turn your experience into a positive one and come out of it stronger than ever. If you're noticing that you or someone you know is struggling to cope with a traumatic event, please reach out to a mental health professional for help. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Until next time. There are also a number of evidence-based treatments available that can help people process their trauma and grow from it. But when we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, we may start to see the silver lining. Maybe this experience has taught me something about myself. Maybe it's given me a new perspective on life. Maybe it's brought me closer to my loved ones. When we're able to reframe our experiences in this way, we open ourselves up to the possibility of growth. Researchers have actually discovered a little-known phenomenon called post-traumatic growth. They interviewed a group of people who had survived traumatic events such as accidents, crimes, or natural disasters, and found that many of them reported feeling positive changes in the aftermath. For example, some said that they had become more appreciative of life, while others said that they felt stronger and more resilient. This is when a person experiences significant personal growth after going through a major challenge in their life, and it might be more common than you think. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the surprising ways that challenges can actually change us for the better. One of the first studies on post-traumatic growth was conducted in the early 1990s by psychologist Richard Tedeschi and his colleagues. Since then, researchers have conducted many more studies on this phenomenon and have identified 5 specific areas where people tend to experience the most growth, meaning, and purpose in life. But why does this happen? According to psychologists, it all has to do with our ability to reframe our experiences. Of course, this isn't always easy to do, especially right away. It can take time to process a traumatic event and make sense of it. There are many ways that we can help facilitate this process of post-traumatic growth. So if you're ever faced with a challenge in life, remember that it's not all bad. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends so that we can spread awareness of this important topic.